Hey guys, it's Andy. So I wanted to get on here and just talk a few minutes about what we have learned from Texas and Florida, because I know I learned a lot by watching it, and I was thinking about some stuff and I just wanted to share. So what I really want to share is how quickly life can change. And somebody had said to me, you know that we get insurance because it gives us peace of mind that things are taken care of. If anything happens, it'll be okay. And prepping is the same way, that if anything happens, you'll be okay because you have stuff prepped, at least for a while. And the things about Texas and Florida is we saw what happened in Texas when they had the deep freeze and absolutely just knocked people on their rear ends. You know, Texas does not freeze, so it was not expected, and it got a lot of people off guard. It caught a lot of people off guard, and they weren't prepared at all. And then what about Florida? So we saw what was happening in Florida with the hurricane coming, and we did see it coming, and people still weren't prepared. You know, so whether you see something coming or you don't see something coming, it's so important to have something in your house and be prepared, because life can change for us in an instant. Like if somebody loses their job or gets sick and can't work, or what about an accident happens, a natural disaster. There's so much that can happen. So I'm just not talking about end of the world kind of things, even though we do see that everything's changing in the world, and it's not for the better. Things are just continuing to go downhill in so many countries, and inflation is continuing to rise in almost every country. You go to the grocery store, and let me tell you, it is like an insurance policy, because what you buy today, if you're going in and buying 3 cans of green beans to put on your shelf, was going to be cheaper to buy them today than it's going to be in 2 weeks or a month from now, because prices just continue to rise. So it's like an insurance policy, having some stuff at home. So whether it's something like Texas where they didn't see it coming, or it's something like Florida where you do see it coming, you got to be prepared, because life can change so quickly for us. My husband had to be in the ER for something that happened, and thankfully everything came out okay, and we found out what it was and everything was fine. But what if not? If I didn't have some things prepared at home, then you know you're in a tough situation if you can't work because you hurt yourself or something, you know, or got sick. There's just so many things that can change. But what I've learned from, and some of you people that are watching, maybe from Texas or Florida or different states, and knowing that life can change so dramatically, or something's happened in your life that changed so dramatically that either you wished you had prepared and had stuff at home, or you were prepared and you were so thankful because it helped you get through that tough time. It is so important that we get stuff in our homes, you guys, because we never know what can change from day to day. You know, what if war breaks out? Is it going to be easy to get food still, or supplies still? You know, just do it now, like today. You know, also, what do you have in your house? Everybody knows food and water, right? But do you have a way to cook? Do you have a way to, you know, heat water even? Do you have a sanitary? Are you ready for sanitary things? Because that is like one of the worst things, that people get sick because it's not sanitary. So do you have bleach and, you know, cleaning supplies that you can keep things clean in case you don't have sanitation and running water? Think about that kind of stuff. Do you have lights? Do you have a backup light source? And I don't mean a candle, I mean more candles. Or what are you going to do at night if the electric is out and you can't burn a candle? That's dangerous. Have you thought about any of these kind of things? Winter's coming in Ohio, it gets cold. In Florida, winter's coming, it's not going to get cold for them, you know. So many people lost so much down in Florida. But were homes prepared? Or the people that left because they had to get out, did they come back to their home and maybe not have electric, but do they have food and water in their house that they're okay for a while, and ways to stay sanitary and light source and cooking source? Think about these things, you guys, because life could change so dramatically. And it's just really, really important to have a means in your house to take care of your family if anything happens, anything. So I was just thinking about this, and I wanted to share this, and what have I learned from Texas and from Florida, and whether I see a storm on the horizon or it would hit suddenly. Am I ready for whatever to happen? If my husband lost his job tomorrow, if he got injured and can't work anymore, would we be okay? Or, if I got sick, would there be stuff in the house that everybody else could take care of? Just think about this stuff, you guys. Things are not getting better in the world. We need to prepare our homes and just make sure that we're okay. So do it now. Start a little at a time. Make sure that you have whatever you need, and share your stories here. Your comments are so important because I learn from them, and so does everybody else who reads them. They're so important. So share, whether you've been prepared and hit, or not prepared and hit, or just some things you're doing, and help each other. Let's help each other, on this channel. So that's all I wanted to talk about. And until next time, I'm out.